Hello and welcome to a fall update. Fall is often a time to return to a schedule of activities. Now this fall is different as some of those activities are restricted, some are even canceled. It's good to see children back at school. We continue to pray for students, teachers, and parents as they deal with new routines and as they cope with pressures and anxiety, whether that be doing school at home or the dynamics of gathering in larger groups. At church, our regular schedule of activities is a little different this fall, but September 19th and 20th will be our fall launch Sunday, which is going to include 2 weekend services. Starting September 19th and 20th, we'll have 2 weekend services, one Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. and one on Sunday at 10 a.m. Music on Sundays will be live, led by our worship leaders, and on Saturday there will be worship videos, including some favorite selections from people who participate. Message is going to be the same at both services. Our preference would, of course, be to have only one service, but we're reaching capacity with physical distancing in place. So if you are able to attend on Saturday evening, please let me know. If enough attend on Saturday, probably about 20 to 30 people, we should be able to accommodate our combined attendance without requiring things like pre-registration or having an awkward attendance cap for Sunday services. As well, on September 20th, I'm starting a new a Bible study series on Sunday evening, 4 p.m. This 5-week Bible study series is open to all. We'll explore biographies and prayers of biblical figures, 4 to 5:30 p.m. Sunday afternoon. We especially hope that those who are part of a life group, or if you would like to be part of a life group, that you could attend. Holding this at the church facility, it's going to allow groups to gather in person with proper distancing in place. For those who attend the Saturday service, this might also be a Sunday option for them. As well, September 20th, on our Sunday messages, I'm starting a new series called Walking with God. It's going to be a 7-part message series that challenges us to take new steps in our discipleship journey. The series explores the many passages of Scripture that describe our relationship with God through the metaphor of walking. So, I don't know, maybe you should wear comfortable shoes. We'll not yet be starting children's ministries for weekend services. We'd like to start as soon as possible, but we're only going to do so when we've got a cohort of families and adequate volunteers who can participate in that. For those families that are attending with young children, thank you for the extra effort. I'm glad you're part of our services, and I'll continue to include a short feature each service that's directed to the children. We want to keep one another safe. Now, the best way to avoid exposure to COVID-19 is to limit how often you go out, especially group events that are held indoors. That means that our church gatherings does put people at risk. For some, the wisest option is to stay home, and if that's your choice, that's perfectly okay. You're still part of our church. We're providing a recorded version of the Sunday message online that you can catch, so we hope you will join that way. As well, please give me a phone call. I've connected with some, but not all. And as I do connect with phone each week, I just love to talk with you. So call me if I haven't had a chance to connect with you. For those who are gathering in person, I am so grateful that you're reducing the risk by physical distancing, sanitizing hands, and by wearing masks as we enter and leave the facility. Most of the time, this is precautionary because the cases in our area have been fairly low. But there will likely be a weekend sometime when someone who is infected but doesn't yet know it is in attendance. Now, wearing a mask may be cumbersome and awkward, but in the present time, it's one of the best ways that we can express our love to one another. So thank you for your cooperation in keeping one another safe. Psalm 84 says, "How lovely is your dwelling place." This Sunday, I conclude the series, "How Shall We Then Pray?" As I've studied the Psalms, I've been encouraged and refreshed, and I hope you have as well. This weekend, we're looking at Psalm 84, which is one of my favorites. It's a psalm that says, of the sons of Korah, who were leaders in worship at the temple. It expresses the longing of God's people who gather, and it describes why people continue to be attracted to church. It describes what church can be when it's working well. So I hope you're able to join, whether that in person or later in the week, through the video. Better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked. God bless. Hope to be able to connect with you over this weekend.